Alright, so we're gonna end up trying to rebuild the front of this car. That's what we're gonna be trying to take care of, is all these dents, getting the hood fixed up, getting the lights swapped out. Alright, so I just unrolled this from the packaging, and this somehow going to be our new front bumper cover. Guess we'll see. Alright, so it looks like it turned out pretty decent. Honestly, better than I thought it was going to be after seeing it come out of that box. But it's a little wavy there. I know that putting in the grill and the lower grill is going to straighten a lot of this out. That is real good. I think I only spent like $150 on this bumper cover, which isn't terrible at all. And all the weird, really bad wavy stuff, like this sucks. This sucks. If you're looking for perfection, this isn't the way to do it. But with our budget, it's gonna definitely make a huge difference. Might hit this spot right here a little bit more. But honestly, if I have my paint ready, we could start painting and then just get ready to slap it in. We're gonna have to wait until we get all the rest of our parts. Yeah. Cool. So, we got the fender painted. I think that looks pretty good. Obviously there are always going to be mistakes, but this isn't a crazy high quality sort of job. My biggest mistake is gonna be right here. There's a run and I was like, oh no, I can hit that with a paper towel. Yeah. Yep, there's like, unless if I decide to like sand it and redo it, it's gonna be there forever. And it's probably going to be, and that's okay. So, I was worried I might not have enough paint for this whole bumper. If we look closely, there's imperfections and marks. Sort of hit a roadblock in this project, and well, basically it put us on a long wait and we had stuff going on and I needed to make room in my house, so it's like a lot of this stuff went into the bed of the pickup truck and it got all scuffed and beat up. So yeah, there's a bunch of little scratches and dings, but if anything it'll probably just look like more accurate to a used car. People actually drove, so the rest of the car that I'm not replacing a little bit better. So yeah, all in all, I think it looks pretty good. It's still super wiggly. I think all I really want to do now is hit the backs of these, so that way it doesn't show. And then I can put the grill in this. I'm pretty excited about that. Stiffen it up, make it a little bit easier to move around it. And I could just try and set it out of the way, keep it from being destroyed. Because, you know, we never stop hitting roadblocks. So, yeah, get the back of this, clean it up, and we move on to the next thing. So we hit a slight hiccup on the new fender. Those are just holes, and I noticed on the old fender, look at my yard sale of bullshit, but and then there's nutserts here for it. So my wife volunteered to go to a local hardware store for us, grab some washers and nuts, so that way the antenna can go back on this car, which is so dumb. All right, now that that's out of the way, I think we'll put the headlights in, the driver's side fender and the bumper, and we'll wait for her to get back. Alright, so good news. My wife returned with the necessary hardware for us to attach the new antenna, or well, attach the antenna with. So that means we can get this other front fender on. And I would like to do that before I put the rest of the bumper on, because I think that will make my life easier. I don't know. But we're getting somewhere. That's all I can say for sure. Alright, so progress report. Bumper and fenders are on. Underneath the fender, there's bolts that broke on both sides because they're all rusted out. Being in the north doesn't really help all that much, rust and stuff like that, so those bolts are getting replaced with zip ties until I can get proper bolts that fit and work nice. Here in a little bit, we're going to move on to swapping out that beat up rear bumper for this not so beat up rear bumper. And once we're done, we're going to give it a wash and see how badly my paint matches. So yeah, I think, oh, and if there's a difference in camera quality, I had to jump back and forth between using the GoPro and my personal phone, so that way I could keep recording. So that's about that. I guess we'll jump right back into it. Alright, so I took a little bit of time, got it matched up the best I can. The panel gaps aren't bad, all told, for it being my first time and never disassembling one of these cars before. I think it looks pretty good. I think, yeah, it's definitely not perfect, but the radiator support in this car is not perfect, so it's just the way it's gonna have to be. All right, we're gonna move on to the back of the car. Work on pulling off that bumper. Well, I know we could only get so far into the video without doing this, but this is about the time where we give our obligatory fuck you to Ford for riveting in the reusable parts of the bumper for no other reason than they can, and it's cheaper. So I'm just gonna have to find a way to stick it on there and make it look good, because I don't have a rivet gun. Just try my best, I guess. video from about 40 feet away.
Yeah, it looks way better. Oh yeah, compared to that. Like, this is like sun and bleached a little bit on this side.
Yeah.
That looks a lot better.
Yeah, I just want.
Yeah, now it's gonna be hard to do that. You got like a brand new thing of paint.
All right. Well, she's not perfect. I think from 10, 15 feet away, it'd be pretty difficult to tell. But I do think it looks a lot better than having a bunch of gnarly dents. And yeah, the hood doesn't match. But in the future, we're gonna put the grill badge back on it, get the hood painted. I just didn't have enough paint to do the hood. I mean, if I was a better painter, I probably would have tried to like feather in the paint in between the panels, but God, if I did that with anything but an airbrush or actual gun, that would probably look terrible. Anyway, I'll see if I can put in some before and afters, but to be honest, I think it looks pretty good.